Y'all, these old hoes get on my nerves already. My nose is snotty. I'm sick of the bullshit. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Oh, enjoy the music. Long ago, and all so far away, I fell in love with you. Before the second show. And I'm back. So yeah, like these old hoes are really get on my nerves because they're all just so damn petty. Like it don't make no sense. Um, I believe they gave us like 2 episodes in one, but it wasn't just a full hour. I don't believe. I believe it was just 30-minute episodes. So they gave us one episode, 30 minutes, and then they like next time on Basketball Wives, and they cut to a whole new episode. Like I don't know, the shit is dumb. Y'all like these bugles, nacho cheese? I love them. They're like a legendary snack. Anyway, so let's see. Jackie has this whole little wine tasting thing where she invites Christian and her two sisters, Asia and Melissa. She got wine and cheese, and she also invited Shawnee and Evelyn, so they're there. Evelyn and Shawnee is being shady, talking shit the whole time. Just Jackie shows up. It's the outdoorsy wild adventure child. They're gonna be, going on this little safari, and before they go on this little safari, they're gonna get drunk. So, they have a tour guide, and he rides them down, the safari in this little jeep. They're feeding a giraffe out their mouth and all that kind of stuff. It seems like they had fun, but it was just shady, shady, shady the whole damn time. Um, it's just crazy to me how anybody's friends with Shawnee at this point. It really is mind boggling to the kids because I don't know her personally. I'm not saying she's a bad woman. I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she's great in real life. But on this show, she's just holding all the strings, like in the NSYNC video. Bye bye bye, like, and they don't see it, but they all still cool with her. Like she provides. It's like the rest of the girls are the damn ingredients in the pot, but she provides the whole pot. And the main two ingredients of the pot is Tammy and Evelyn, and a little wackiness from Jackie. Like it's just crazy. But anyway, Jackie and Evelyn are talking while they're there, and Shawnee wants Evelyn and Tammy to make up, in which Evelyn feels like she disrespected her for calling her a bitch, and all that kind of stuff, and she's just over that point in her life since Ayala fixed her life. Um, she just feels like she just shouldn't be around negativity or drama, which makes me think, why the hell did you sign up for this show? I'm gonna say this every week. If you're at this new place in your life, this place of peace and joy and happiness, white and gay hell, straight hell, trans hell, and bisexual hell, would you come back on this drama filled catty ass show? I don't understand it. Um, it was just stupid. I was just like, what the hell is going on? So, they was just like, nah, I ain't feeling that, all that. So the whole time, Evelyn saying in her confessionals while they was going on this little safari trip, she was making fun of the Christian. She was making fun of one of the sisters, saying that she has on these biker shorts that look like Spanx, and saying that she can't dress and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, who cares? Like, let that woman be. It's just Tammy, Evelyn, and Shawnee. They sat down and had a conversation. Um, Evelyn, they came in there, and Tammy, she just wasn't for the bullshit already. Evelyn was just like, "Well, I felt disrespected." Tammy was like, "Well, I felt disrespected." And Evelyn was like, "I don't like your shoes," and Tammy was like, "I don't like your shoes either." And then Tammy was like, I'm scared for my safety. Evelyn was like, I'm scared for my safety too. Just back and forth. They was just being petty. Tammy got up and left. And smoked a cigarette. Tammy's whole thing is that Evelyn never apologized for sleeping with her husband way back when they got cool. I guess Tammy wouldn't have felt disrespected had Evelyn just told her up front, "Hey, I think I slept with your guy way back in the day. And I hope we can be cool after this." Similar to how Elena did Kiana, but Kiana got mad anyway. So I'm like, it just depends on the person when it comes to that kind of information. But Tammy was just mad at the fact that they had gotten close, or at least in her opinion, they had gotten close, and she slept with her man way back in the day. Whether they were divorced or not, none of us know. None of us care. Um, so Evelyn, she was just like, I apologize for not saying that. I thought I apologized to you. She was like, no, you didn't apologize to me. I was just like, child, what the hell ever. So they ended up laughing and all that kind of stuff. This whole Shawnee versus Evelyn thing, I know that they're not that close, but I know they've probably been cool in real life for a long time. So they're just putting on for the cameras, and it worked. So they're probably gonna get a season 7 out of Basketball Wives. I never thought I would see the day. I thought Basketball Wives would be over, to be honest, after I don't know, after like the fourth season or third season or so of LA, because the Miami girls had to come to LA to become relevant again. That's another thing. How you gonna kick them girls off the cast, Shawnee, when you're originally a part of the other? I know this is your show all together, but you're one of the executive producers. You're not, the only executive producer. But how you gonna run these women off their show? Like, you gonna kick Shawnee and you gonna kick Malaysia and Brandy off just because you don't like them? So this is their show. Like, it's your show, but it's their show. Does that make sense? Because they all came, Evelyn, Tammy, Shawnee, they all came from the Miami cast, original Basketball Wives. So you came to LA to become relevant again, to get cool with these girls, to just not like them, and now you're gonna kick them off. Shabba. Anyway, and for the most part, everybody likes Brandy in Malaysia, especially Malaysia. So it's super stupid. Anyway, so somehow or another, they done got up. Tammy and Evelyn done got together, and they done somehow came against Jackie. Now Jackie is messy. Jackie is wacky. Jackie is crazy. Jackie is a whole lot of things. Um, but I don't think that this entire situation was her fault. Shawnee, Evelyn, and Tammy and Jackie, they all had a conversation. Jackie found out about the whole thing, about Tammy, Shawnee, and Evelyn meeting up, getting cool, and she felt some kind of way about it that she wasn't invited. She should have been in that whole thing, seeing as how her name would be brought up and all that, which of course it was. So Jackie is at a restaurant. She arrived first. She took all the silverware off the table and put up the glasses because she was just like, these bitches like to pick up knives and throw drinks and all that, which is true. So she hid all the shit and she just wanted plastic cups and shit. It was hilarious. Shawnee came in and then Tammy and Evelyn came in together. Tammy had on the side note, Tammy had on the worst ombre hair I've ever fucking seen in my life. It was terrible. It was like jet black hair, then strips of blonde, going into like white blonde. It was her hair was the full. So anyway, I just had to say that because it just bothered my damn soul. Um, So they're talking, and they're basically flipping the whole thing on Jackie. And Jackie said that they flipped the shit on her. Tammy was just like, "Oh, well, we had a conversation. You wanted that information. I didn't say that Tammy said this about Evelyn and all that." And they kept showing clips, and I'm just like, "But all of y'all are messy, though. All of y'all are in the mess." And Evelyn's just sitting there with her mouth hanging open, acting like she didn't know nothing, acting like she didn't call Tammy messy, which she did call Tammy messy. So it's just. I understand why Jackie's mad at this point. I still don't fool with Jackie, but I understand why Jackie's mad. So, it ended up with Jackie apologizing to all of them, and now they're cool. Evelyn had a scene with Christian, and she's, talking to her. Christian talked to one of the new girls, along with Elena and Ilana, and Christian's two sisters, Melissa and Asia. So, they had a scene talking, and she tells Evelyn that she had a four-month miscarriage. Evelyn was like, "Yeah, I'm going through IBF, yada yada," and they was just like, "Yeah, well, I understand this, yada yada." She was just like, "Look, I'll be there for you." Apparently, Christian, Asia, and Melissa aren't that close, like it seems. They share the same father but different mothers, and it's just a lot with the girls. Christian is the middle child. Asia is the oldest, and then Melissa is the youngest sister. And they're very they're sisters, so they go in and out of being close, and so it's just a whole mess with them. Christian's going through that whole middle child syndrome, and how she feels left out and not paid attention to, and all that good stuff. So I can understand that. Let's see. Jackie had a scene with Malaysia. Malaysia's apparently moving to Atlanta, so I'm sure we're gonna see Malaysia on one of the Atlanta shows. I know Malaysia and Bambi are very close from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. If y'all remember way back when on Love and Hip Hop, I'm sorry, on Basketball Wives LA, Brandy came on as Malaysia's friend way back when Brooke was on there, and Brooke got into that fight with Jackie and all that. Y'all probably remember that. So yeah, so we're gonna see probably Malaysia on some Atlanta show or something. Let's see. Also, I forgot to mention on my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. Make sure you guys watch that. Season 9 episode, season 6 episode 9, I believe. It's the video that's coming before this one. Anyway, I forgot to mention in that review that Scrappy's moving to Miami, so I think there's gonna be a Love and Hip Hop Miami probably. Anyway, just to, throw that in there. Um, so like I said, she's not that close to her sisters. Jackie and Malaysia talking. Jackie, she's upset, and she wants to just she don't have a lot of close friends, and Malaysia's a very close friend to her. Um, Brandy's back. Brandy and Malaysia both came back on this episode. Uh, Shawnee kicked the girls out, but she needed them for ratings, so that's what she did. And sorry, y'all, I have a cold. And the scene was just kind of weird. She's still with that guy who been dogging her out and all that kind of stuff. She's still with her son, and but she lost her grandmother. Her grandmother meant a lot to her. But she's back in LA, so LA's kind of escaped for her all the stuff back in Texas. But she asked Malaysia about the girls, and Malaysia says that Evelyn's in town. She was just like, "Why?" And child will know either, girl. Um, for money, I suppose. Um, and she was just like, Tammy and Evelyn got into it, and Jackie's in the mix, and she was just like, "This shit crazy." So Malaysia, she was just like, "I'm gonna let these girls know about Brandy before I bring her around," which she did not do. So Shawty had this whole little party since her and Jackie and Evelyn and Tammy are all cool. She had this little party. No, it was Evelyn who threw this little party, I believe, because she finally found a doctor, and the doctor apparently was able to get 27 eggs because she's trying to have another baby to solidify them baseball checks that she's getting from her man. And so she was able to get he was able to get 27 of her eggs, them old ass eggs. So at least hopefully one of them get fertilized, child, and it works out for Evelyn. Um, and so they were talking, and we see Tammy came in with that horrible ass hair and looking like a Thundercat, looking like Josie and the damn Pussycats, like just anyway. They're talking and Jackie expresses to the girls that she don't feel like she's that close to Evelyn them. And they was just like, why you don't feel like you that close to us? And she was just like, because I don't. Like, y'all have your own thing, and I'm just like kind of out there on the outsider. Shawnee, she was just like, well, I invited you to this, so I mean, just see how things go tonight, and so that we can be cool and all that kind of stuff. Evelyn also invites the girls on the trip. Um, she wants to invite Evelyn. Evelyn wants to invite Shawnee, Tammy, Christian, and Tammy was just like, as long as Christian dresses right. It's just so interesting to me because I remember when Tammy Roman first got on Basketball Wives, and Jennifer Williams and Evelyn both clowned her on the way that she looked, on how cheap her nails was, how cheap her hair was, her outfit, her shoes, her makeup, lack of everything. They straight clown Tammy. So now Tammy is, that came up on her game. They got a little plastic surgery in the face. I got a little ass shots. Got some better hair and makeup, and now she feeling herself. Now she can sit with the cool kids. But there was one point when Tammy was away from the cool kids. She didn't deserve to be with the cool kids. So it's just interesting how now you're judging somebody else based on their outfit choices. I can't stand people like that. It's fucking annoying. Especially being almost 50. Girl, get your life. So I honestly do. I understand where Jackie's coming from in this whole situation where she feels like she don't fit in with them, because I feel like they like Jackie but only for entertainment purposes. And I felt like Tammy and Shawnee dealt with Jackie, because they, were cool with her, but just to make fun of her. But now since Evelyn's back in town, Evelyn's always been the cool chick, a part of the popular crowd. Now that Evelyn's back in town, they trying to push Jackie out of the door and just have all the Miami girls back together. You see how shady they are? I wouldn't deal with Shawnee triangle nose for 2 seconds. So they're talking and they see this girl named Shania. She is she from Philly and she's a celebrity stylist. She styled only men, so that'll tell you something. And she was just like she has her way around the league, and she know a lot of people. I guess she done slept with some basketball players or whatever. I mean, classic, same shit, different day. Big titties, big ass, whatever. Um, so they're talking to Evelyn. She was just like, you know what, I got somebody for you to style. And Jacob was like, who? Me? And they was just like, no, it's this girl named Christian. And Jacob was like, look, I know Christian, and she's gonna cuss you out because you're trying to play her, saying that you want to sleep, saying that their girls needs a full body makeover and all that kind of stuff. So Jackie, she was just like, you know what, I'm always accused of being messy and being in shit, so I'm just gonna sit back and not say anything in this whole situation. Which I understand why she did it, but as we can see from the next episode of this show, Christian's gonna get mad at Evelyn, saying that she needs a makeover. This gonna, I don't know. My friend and I was talking about it. It was just like, would you say something, or in that case? And I'm just like, I don't know. It just depends on how close I am to them, but just in general, if somebody's around me and if I don't personally think that their outfit is popping, then I'm not gonna say anything to them to like hurt their feelings or anything, because that's not my issue. I don't care. I still, it's just clothes. We all take them off. I mean, come on. It's not that deep to me. I'm just not that superficial, but whatever. This is Evelyn. So, what else happened? So, Tammy, also during that conversation that Brandy and Malaysia had, Malaysia was just like, so Brandy, do you want me to tell all the girls that you're back, whatever? She was just like, oh, you could just tell. Brandy told Malaysia, you could just tell Jackie. And we're gonna see on next episode that Jackie just damn came in, and I'm sorry that Malaysia just came in with Brandy. And I'm saying that because the last scene was Tammy talking to Malaysia. Tammy really likes Malaysia, but Tammy don't want to be around Brandy, in which she has that right to not be around Brandy. But of course, this puts Malaysia in an awkward position because Brandy and Malaysia are best friends. So Malaysia was just like, why, and all that kind of stuff. Tammy, she said that she felt like um Brandy was instrumental in the whole thing with Duffy because she didn't like the way that Brandy was encouraging Duffy to stand up for herself against Tammy. In which I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. If that's your friend, you'd be like, don't let her punk you and all that kind of stuff. I ain't got no issue with her, but don't let her talk to you like that. Stand up for yourself. That's all she was doing. So Tammy, she don't really want to be around Brandy anymore. So I was just like, whatever, Tammy. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be a mess, and obviously, eventually, it's gonna end up being the LA girls against everybody else. I guess the rest of the cast, child. It's a lot of girls. I'm sorry, the Miami girls against everybody else. So, but as we see on the flyers, all they have is just Evelyn, Tammy, Shawnee, Jackie, and Malaysia. As on the main flyer. So I don't know if Malaysia's gonna be on this season like all the way through or what, child. It's just a mess, just old and petty, all of them. So we shall see, child. So it's just gonna be interesting. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about this review. What y'all think about Tammy not wanting to be around Brandy, and all that kind of stuff, and just everything that I talked about, child. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD 89 on Snapchat. Chase King was here on Facebook. All my information being on the bar below, you guys. I'll see you later. See you next week with more of the old and petty. Bye. A mess.